Hello guys, apology for missing out the webinar on Saturday, and I'm supposed to upload this on Sunday, but I was actually stuck in a very bad traffic jam from JB into Singapore. Actually, I was in Malacca for the weekend now, and then it was quite hard to make any videos there, and then I was caught on Sunday jam. So really sorry about that. So let's do a very quick one. Okay, actually, this week is quite eventful for us because there are a couple of earnings coming out lah. Okay, so before I go through the earnings, right, I'll just cover the overall market and index for a while. So you can see Nasdaq kind of like hanging around at the top, but this is by no means bearish. We do have Nvidia falling about 5.5% on Friday, like a very big engulfing candle, right? But we have, I mean, in order to say this is bearish, right, we have to see much more bearishness coming in now. Okay, so initially we have this kind of bearish movement only for the whole thing to like suddenly U-turn, so you don't really want to get caught in this kind of situation now. So I am still leaning on overall bullish side for the US market lah. Okay, yes, we can have a few short position, but no reason to be overall net short position. Just remain bullishness, you should be fine. Okay, so we can also see the Russell 2000 kind of like breaking out already. So in the past, right, somewhere around here and here, I have been continuously recommending Russell 2000, even on the public channels and on Facebook also, to go for Russell 2000, and I think it is doing quite well now, and I believe it has much more higher potential. Okay, so do check out for Russell 2000 if you can't find anything else to trade. Okay, so now on the hedging side, right, the issue with the current market now is that a lot of things are too bullish. So if you look at my portfolio, later I will go through, I do have overwhelming number of bullish position. So now it is yes, it is true that I have a lot of bullish position, but the thing is I have plenty of short position that I want to take ready to go. Okay, it is just that those short position that I have shortlisted, the technical is just not there lah. So there's no reason to blindly buy into a very bullish price action also. But eventually, when the market does U-turn and drop, right, we can shift from a very bullish position to somewhat like a neutral position now. Okay, so don't be too worried about overwhelming long position that we are currently holding right now. I have 7 bullish position and 1 bearish position, but of course in order to not worry, right, your lot sizing must be there lah. Okay, your lot sizing strategy must be there. Cannot suka risk a lot of your margin or what, and then you end up losing a very big amount lah. Okay, so now in this week, we have quite a number of stuff coming up. Firstly, we have on holding on Tuesday, and it is before market. Okay, it is before market. So I have been a holder of on holding for quite some time already. This position that you see here is all the way from last year, and in fact, this was a cash secured put position that eventually got assigned. So even before I got this assignment, right, I was consistently selling put option for premium, and then I believe on the third round I got assigned this stock position. So even before this, right, I have been getting quite a lot of premium since last year. Okay, in fact, I was saying last year April like that. So now you can also see I have a cover call against this long position that I have. So for my case, it doesn't really matter where on holding goes. If on holding goes down, then yes, my stock position will lose some money, but I believe my cover call will kind of like make up for it lah. Okay, so if let's say the earning is very bullish, and then on holding rallies until like 35, 36, 37, right? Then it is good. I can actually TP at 37.5 lah. Okay, so the reason why I will TP at 37.5 is because that is my covered call strike. So I have no choice. I can only TP at 37.5, okay, when this cover call get assigned. So even if my shareholding get called away from this cover call, I will still get the full premium from the cover call. Okay, so that is something that you have to sort of take note of also lah. If you are holding cover call and your cover call get triggered, right, you still get the full premium on your cover call. Okay, so now aside from on holding, we also have Zim shipping that is coming up. So we are holding Zim also. So this is something that we may want to pay attention to also lah. Okay, so on holding and Zim shipping. And on top of which, right, there is actually another counter that I'm looking at. But we also got a very big one, which is Oracle. Okay, Oracle is today after market close. And the other stock that I'm actually looking at and I may want to play is actually KC. Okay, this one. KC. So you can see I have KC General Store here. Okay, so this position have to enter by tonight so that we can actually get the earning after market tonight. So let me go and figure out how to put up the option structure for this because it's not cheap. It's $302, meaning to say your option going to be somewhat expensive. Okay, so it is something like Burlington store like that. Burlington is about 216.25 right now. Okay, so now next, since we are talking about Burlington store, if you look at Burlington store right now, you can see that majority of the profit that you see, right, is actually coming from the short side decaying, the short leg decaying. Okay, so you can see the short leg decay, I got about 8,006 like that, but the long leg, right, is giving me about is actually losing money about $1,000 like that. Okay, so if you ever see this kind of calendar spread, a calendar spread with a very high strike price, right, very out of the money strike price, take note that it is actually the short leg that is giving you majority of the profit. So in order for the short leg to decay, right, you need to give it time. Okay, that is why we are still holding Burlington store, and the longer we hold, right, the more the short leg decay and the more profit that we will get lah. Okay, so Burlington store. The other one is SEMrush. So SEMrush, currently I'm down about $1,300. It's not really a lot. So SEMrush, right, recently it rebounded back up quite significantly also lah. Okay, so I do think that maybe this could be a very nice support and it might close the gap or whatever, or it can even go up higher. So I'm definitely still going to hold on to my SEMrush position. But of course the short leg, right, I will let it expire lah. Okay, I'm not gonna prematurely exit. I'll just let it expire and then I see what I can do after the April 19 lah. Okay, because the long leg expiration at July 19, right, it is still very far away, so there's no rush to like run away from this trade. Next one is the triple Q hedging. Okay, this is the triple Q hedging. So now, although this is a bearish position, right, we actually have a credit spread lah, because if you look at the short leg, the strike is actually higher than the long leg lah. Okay, so this is actually a credit spread. So due to the nature of credit spread, right, we cannot have triple Q going below 425 by this Friday lah. Okay, so now if we look at triple Q is right here. 425 is somewhere around here. So as long as triple Q can remain above 425 by this Friday, we are going to get the entire premium on the short leg. Okay, so now what I am hoping is that triple Q stay above 425 by this Friday. We get all the premium from the short leg. Then after which, if let's say market crash, right, then we can actually profit from the long leg also lah. But of course, if market crash, then maybe our long position are in jeopardy also lah. So so the long leg on triple Q is acting more of a hedging rather than there to get profit lah. Okay, then next we have Zim shipping. So let's go to Zim shipping. Zim earnings is coming out on Wednesday. Okay, we went through just now. So for Zim shipping, it kind of like went down here a bit. Our entry was somewhere around here. It broke through here, went down a bit. But since the earning is near, right, I'm just going to hold this for the earnings lah. Okay, after the earning, then we shall see what happened to this. So after Zim, the rest of the things are pretty much you know already lah. Okay, we have Pfizer that is not doing that great. It is in the red. But recently there was a bit of like a gap up here, and it seems like there's some sandwich red green sandwich here. So hopefully this double bottom gap up rebound, it can go up higher, and then even if we don't profit, right, we can at least get out of this at break even now. Okay, so I do believe Pfizer it is bottoming somewhat soon, and I think it can go up higher. It is just that maybe our April expiration might be a little bit short, or hopefully it can continue to go up before the April expiration now. Okay, so Pfizer, I'm gonna hold it till expiration also. I'm not too worried about it as long as my other stuff are making profit. So you can actually see my floating P&L is now positive already. So previously it was negative. Now it's positive already. So what's gonna happen is that, let's say if I take profit on Burlington, right? Then of course I will sort of cash out this $7,500 as profit. And then of course my open position will become red again. Okay. So as I mentioned, right, most of the time you will see my open position always red, because anything that is able to take profit, especially this kind of big profit, right, they will be gone from my open position, and the rest of the stuff are just sitting there waiting to be profitable. Okay, so now Pfizer settle ready. Just now on holding also settle ready. Then we have the two speculative long position now. Okay, Allergen and Lumen Technology. So both Allergen and Lumen Technology actually doing very well. Even Lumen Technology, right? It actually kind of like broke through this resistance level here, okay? And of course, Allergen, in fact, it rallied quite crazy. On Friday, came down a bit, but 5% for Allergen is nothing, okay? In fact, it came down a lot more before. So this one, we just see how far it can go. So our entry point is actually at $4 something. Now it's already at $5. I mean, you are up about 25% on this already, okay? You're up about here, you're up about 30% already. So it is actually a very, even right now, it is actually a very good gain already, okay? So but I'm going to continue to hold longer for the short squeeze, okay? So far, open position doing well, and then of course my year-to-date ROI is around 6.35, but I'm hoping to get a lot more profit in the coming earnings, or maybe in the coming quarter, okay? So there will be certain quarters where our portfolio will just shoot up by like 10, 20, 30%. Certain quarter we may stagnate a bit, so it's not like every quarter we will get a fixed amount like that. It really depends on earnings and what kind of portfolio position are we holding on to, okay? So now next week, I mean this week, not next week. On Tuesday we have inflation now. Okay, this is the most important one. And then on Thursday we have PPI, and then in the coming week, right, we actually have FOMC now. Okay, so there's a lot of things ongoing right now. So we expect market to be quite volatile both this week and next week, okay. On top of which today Bitcoin actually hit 71,000. So I am still holding on to Marathon Digital, even though it's not here. I am still holding on to it. The only reason why it is not here is that my risk on Marathon Digital is $1,000. Okay, so I feel that whatever happened to it, I will lose $1,000. So I mean, I can simply just deduct $1,000 from my portfolio and don't care about Marathon Digital already. So it's not there, okay. But I'm still holding on to it. Okay, so now a few stock that I'm looking at actually are all still long position. So the very new one is actually KC General Store. Okay, so this one I will play tonight for the big earning gap up, hopefully. But the new ones are actually Palantir. So Palantir, right? I recommend this on the public forum and channel. So if you are following, then good for you, okay. So personally, I got this from CFD for a very small position. So I just test water CC only, okay. But one stock that I may want to go long-term substantial amount is actually JD.com. So JD recently their revenue improved, and they actually approve a $3 billion share buyback. And of course JD, right, all the way from like $100 now dropped to like $24, like dropped by one quarter already lah. Okay, I do think this is very close to the bottom. Even if it's not close to the bottom, right? Even if it fall down further, right? I can just dollar cost average down here lah. Okay, so JD is something that I'm looking to slowly accumulate for long term. So maybe you may not see that accumulation here, but anytime I feel that there is a short term play available, there's a good option structure that we can use, right? I will definitely post also. Okay, on Friday or on Thursday, someone mentioned that you can actually play a cash secure put strategy on JD, and I totally agree with that. If you find that the premium are good for you, right? You can definitely play a cash secure put position also lah. Okay, so JD and KC General. So KC General is the much more I would say a position that we probably have to enter soon lah. Tonight lah. Okay, so now we got so many long stuff. In fact, I also wanted to enter Disney long again, but just my portfolio just couldn't handle any more long. I need to get rid of some long position already lah. Okay, now onto short position, right? I am still keen on shorting Blackstone Mortgage Trust. It is just that the technical here still ding dong lah. Okay, but it does seems like getting resisted. So I will wait for the technical to align for this. Same thing for Zion Bangkok also. I'm waiting for the technical to align a bit now. Very, very bullish. In fact, it may continue to shoot up lah. Okay, so that's the reason why I do not want to like short for the sake of shorting also. That's not a good thing lah. Okay, do not short for the sake of shorting. But if all else fails, right, we can definitely add position to the triple Q short lah, okay, or a triple Q put option. So that's what we can do right now. So just a summary, we got KC earning later. We got On Holding earning on Tuesday, and then we have Zim earning on Wednesday. And then of course on Tuesday, we have inflation data. On Thursday, we have PPI data. And then next week, we have FOMC coming up. So there's a lot of things ongoing now. Okay, so once again, guys, I apologize for the late webinar, late recording. I hope this video goes up when the office hour ended so that you cannot take a look lah. Okay, guys, thank you very much.